Bear Down Friday. We'll be out here. Broadcasting live every week. What we've done is we came out here. I'm upstairs on the balcony of Illegal Pete's. So again, drag the ball back in the studio. If you could help me out with the half-second delay, that would be great. Okay. So what else are we going to tell you about? Coming up on the program, we will have. Let me get my notes right here. Again, this is all testing. You guys get to be the guinea pigs for all the rest of this. We'll do football headlines here in just a second. We will have Bueno coming back up. Jordan Powpow talk quarters today. We'll have that for you. And I got a whole lot more. I got a couple hours here live from Illegal Pete's. I want to take a little bit of a timeout real quick. Clean something up. Drag the ball. If we can just take a quick time out. We'll come right back. I'm Rich Herrera. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out, the locomotive slams it home.
Hey sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Coloco screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Coloco. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
We're
a
tied.
huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety.
Yes, I can. I see the turn lane here, and luckily everyone's not getting too. They're not getting too crazy with the rain on the roads. That's always been my big. Oh no. Oh yeah, no. A move-in day, you're never gonna find parking on campus. It's always, it doesn't matter what the college is, whether it's U of A or NAU or anybody. If it's move-in day, you're not getting. Oh no. No. Those are always the folks that are trying their best to just get in a spot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the police chases, I've never had a big fascination with them. It's been mostly like, I never really liked the police chases. It always makes me I get too antsy. I get very, very shaky watching in case, like, well, I don't want anybody to get hit. I don't want anybody to get hurt, regardless of what the person. This is true. This is very true. taking it to another level. That kind of enjoyment.
It's the best. All right, let me put the screen back on. I'll keep this over here in case there's more parents. I feel bad for the parents, too. Do you know how stressful it is dropping your kid off at college? It sucks. And I guarantee you, every couple that's still married might not be by the time they drop their kids off at school. And then they want you to drop them off, get out, not embarrass them.
Oh, man, that's...
It's a fight. Every mom and dad that are dropping their kids off will fight this weekend over something. They're going to fight with their kid. They're going to fight with their spouse. They're going to fight with the brother or sister. This is one of the most stressful weekends for a parent. You look so forward to dropping your kid off at college, and listen, you work so hard, little Susie, little Johnny, you work so hard, you're going to go to the University of Arizona. It is stressful when you drop your kids off at school, and then they want you to drop them off, get out, not embarrass them. And so this is what happened to us, Dragonball. I'm going to get in trouble for telling the story.
Oh, boy.
When my son went off for his freshman year of college, he went to school in Albuquerque. He didn't get into the University of Arizona. Just would have studied a little harder. Anyway, we dropped him off at Albuquerque, and we loaded up the SUV with more garbage and crap than we knew what to do with. And he brought way too many clothes and not enough socks, and he brought too many sheets and not enough towels. And then you get there. By the way, nobody go to Costco this weekend. Look, here's a kid.
Oh, yeah, no.
Walking down the street, he just came out of CVS with a package of toilet paper with his dad.
You can't always trust that the dorms are going to have the supplies that you need when you need them.
I told my wife, listen, don't buy everything in San Diego because we were living in San Diego at the time. Just wait and we'll go to Costco there so we don't have to drag all this crap with us in the car.
Yep.
So
everybody's going to be doing that.
So when we get there, we go in, then Costco's overrun with parents, and Smart and Final's overrun with parents, and Target's overrun with parents. So, we go get them all the stuff, and then we go to this dorm room, and we're unloading stuff, and, he's got his finger in his ear like, hurry up, get this stuff out of the car. I don't want to stand here all day. It's hot. So then we're fighting over that, and we're getting the big, I said, hey, go get one of those big carts. Throw all your crap in there, and we can all roll it in, and he doesn't want to go bother anybody, so I go
the emotion of every kid who's moving into college, though. It's just, I want to just get this started. To which then my response was, I will literally be home in 4 months. December will be when I come home. You will have me for at least another week or two when I'm staying for the holidays. You don't want to pack too much clothing. That's always the big thing. You don't want to pack too much clothing. Right. Oh, man.
And then we went to go visit him, and she saw where everything was thrown on the ground. She goes, I taught you better than this. I brought you up better than this. I said, dude, it looks like a good dorm room.
I don't know. For me, I wasn't throwing things around. I had things folded up. I had things hung up and everything else. Yes, I am the contrarian. I absolutely kept everything nice and neat. I love you too, buddy.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show, now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Krisa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Krisa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang Working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps out of the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Really on the field is a safety.
Hello, hello. Again, folks, we're testing this, so I want to make sure it all works.
After his fall out of the bunk bed earlier this week, as he has now begun walking again.
Okay, go ahead, talk. Rich, go ahead, talk.
What's that? Can I talk right now? Sure.
Okay. 1290.
Am I talking yet right now?
Yeah,
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko.
There we are. I think we're ready to go. All right, I'm Rich Herrera. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. We are broadcasting live from Illegal Pete's on University. Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's a little bit of our beta test. For our broadcast coming up on Bear Down Friday. We'll broadcast from Illegal Pete's, except this time we moved upstairs so I can watch everybody walk around and watch everybody walk through, and it's pretty cool. So if you're watching on our stream, we had some issue with audio, but now that we've got that fixed, you can see our street cam, and you watch all the folks driving by, and I've been just laughing and having a good time watching all the families that are dropping their kids off. All the freshmen that are walking through. It's funny. We were downstairs at Illegal Pete's, and some of the freshmen came in. Oh, I want to go eat dinner. I want to go eat at Illegal Pete's. So they go down, and they're standing there in line. They have no idea how to order or what to order. So it's just funny watching all the freshmen. I think I'm going to start selling elevator passes to them. But you could tell the campus is starting to buzz. Things are starting to happen. People are starting to come around. So it's pretty cool. So we'll broadcast every Friday from down here during home games right before the Bear Down Friday pep rally. So that's what we're doing down here, making sure that our stream works and our systems work and the speakers work. And I think we are ready to go for football. Dragon Ball back at our studios in Tucson, just down the street. Is it still raining over there?
Right now, it's a little bit of a sprinkle over here, maybe more so a drizzle at this point. But right now, it's starting to cool. It's starting to open up a little bit over on our side as well.
Oh, it's beautiful over here. The microburst went through. Now it's cooled down about 20 degrees, so it's gorgeous over here. So check the text messages because I think we might have a couple of guests coming on. Dragon Ball, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, currently working on that right now.
Okay, so I'm going to just kind of talk about Arizona football while you figure out when we're going to grab these guests, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
See, folks, this is what you call live radio with the two of us in two different spots. I'm out here at Illegal Pete's enjoying myself. Dragon Ball, unfortunately, has to work his tail off back to the studios, but we're working on getting a couple of guests that might join us here in the next couple minutes. So while he's working on that, I'm going to tell you that we did get a chance to go out to Arizona football today, and I missed yesterday's practice. I'll be candid with you. I missed yesterday's practice. I had car trouble. So by the time they came and changed my battery, it was too late to get to practice, but I did get out to practice again today. Like I said, I saw Barrett Baker out there. Practices are now closed to the public. So it's just the media out there and alumni that are coming out there for practices. But there's been quite a few alumni that have come out to watch the Arizona Wildcats get ready for the season. And today we heard from Jordan Paopao. We also heard from the two kickers, Austin Thorpe and Loop. And they came out, and we watched Loop kick today, and they started working on special teams. And Loop, who is all Pac-12 preseason, made that list. He was booming kicks, and we were talking to him, and a couple of the reporters, I think Michael Lev tried to get him to talk about where his range was, because last year Tyler was kind of the closer of the two, and he would of the two kickers, and Haversack would try to boom the ball past the 40, 50-yard line, where Loop was a little bit closer and more accurate. But now that it's Loop's job, we were watching him kick field goals over the top of the building at the end of the practice facility. He's got plenty of leg, and then, of course, we know what Kyle could do is the punter. So we watched a little bit of that, and we talked with Jordan Paopao as well. Dragon Ball, were you telling me something?
I was just saying we have one of our guests ready to go here, Rich.
Who are we going to talk to?
We are going to talk with none other than University of Arizona Wildcat power forward, former and national champion, might I add, one Bennett Davison.
All right, is he ready to go?
He is ready to go,
All right,
sir.
let's run out to our guest hotline. Bennett Davidson, a friend of the program, is joining us here on Wildcats Radio 1290. He's one of the coaches for the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp that's going on right now. We're proud to help sponsor and keep Coach Olson's legacy alive. And Bennett's joining us now on Wildcats Radio 1290. Bennett, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm actually in the beautiful Catalina Hills right now. We're outside the La Paloma and going to run into some old teammates. So
how cool is this for you? How cool is this for you to be involved in the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp, where you get a chance to reconnect with some of your teammates?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, throughout the year, I'm a middle school teacher, and you come out and you're busy grinding throughout the year, and you get to come out and they're like, hey, we're going to fly you down here, stay in La Paloma Hotel, coach some of these guys that are out there, missing every single easy layup. They're sore after a couple games, and it's just fun to get out here and really get back into Tucson, where it's such a special and positive influence on my life.
Again, the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp's going on right now. Wildcats Radio 1290 is proud to be a sponsor as we keep Coach Olson's legacy alive. And that's really it. There's that old saying, if you keep talking about people and you remember people, their legacy never fades away. So for everybody that comes out to be a part of this camp and to talk about Coach Olson, talk about some of the memories that people want to bring up when they sit down and they talk to you about some of the great all-time Arizona Wildcat teams and coaches and players and what it means to be a Cat.
Absolutely. Daddy had passed away, I think, 2 years ago, and we had a giant moment. And a lot of what people were saying was, Lute was a coach, but, when the parents bring your Coach Olson recruits you and he brings you down to Tucson and you go on a recruiting visit, your parents are really looking for someone that can mentor or be a positive influence, because they're basically saying, hey, I've got you this far, I'm going to pass you on to another person. And that was Lute Olson and Bobby Olson. And just even today, he was more of a father figure. Even just the 2 years that I was here, he was open door policy. He actually flew over to Italy or he come into San Francisco. Hey, Bennett, I'm going to be in town, and do you want to come and meet us up for dinner? Or he's in Italy. Hey, we're going to be in Naples in 2 weeks. Are you going to be around on Thursday night? Things like that. And it's not just something where, hey, we really want you here to play basketball, and then they forget about you. Lute Olson really loved being around his players. I mean, it was one of the biggest joys that, he's got 250 sons out there. And for me to be able to be one of the ones that comes back to his fantasy camp is something that's special to me, and it's a great time to hang out with the guys.
What do you remember about the first time that you met him face-to-face and he started talking about you being an Arizona Wildcat?
Well, I was a number one junior college player in the nation the year of 95, 96. And it was, kind of picking geographically where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be back east. I wanted my parents. So the Pac-10 was the choice that I kind of was drawn to. And then it was between Oregon Ducks and the Arizona Wildcats. And they both came into the house. And, he's sitting there, and Coach Olson always had a presence where he never said anything without thinking about it. Me, on the reverse, I tend to speak before I think. He always had a draw or a slow process, because every word meant something. And when doing that, he was sitting there and he was twiddling his Pac-10 championship ring, or from, I think, back in the earlier 90s or something of that nature. And it was just like, okay, cool, let me see how this goes. And then I came down to the recruiting visit and actually stayed at the same hotel, the Westin La Paloma, and put us in the room. And I didn't even go on the recruiting trip to Oregon. I was like, I'm staying here.
Wow.
I don't even need to go on a second recruiting trip. So it was one of those things. It was just, hey, come, experience it, love it. And, the Wildcats, we're the only show in town. So.
Bennett Davidson joining us right now. He's one of the coaches at the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp that's taking place this week. We're proud to be a sponsor as we support everything that we can to keep Coach Olson's legacy alive. Is there some constant when you guys get together, the Sons of Lute? Because he was such a special man. Bobby was such a a special figure in your life? What are some of the stories or the things you guys remember about Coach O?
I was just down in Miami for the TBT with Mike Bibby, and we were talking to some of the younger guys, 25, 26-year-old guys playing professionally overseas, and Mike was sharing in a group kind of situation, like, man, Bennett, Coach used to get on you. Mike was saying he even made a mistake, and he yelled at me, Bennett, and it wasn't even my fault. I was like, Coach, I didn't even do anything. He's like, it doesn't matter. This and that. So it's I don't know. Coach Olson always had a way of saying, like, he had these big country Iowa boy country farm hands, and he would grab you by the arm and say, here's the angle. You need to change the angle this way, this and that. He was such a strategist, or he had a system, and you had to fit into that system that was successful for him. And that was one of the things that drew me to it, is like, hey, you're coming in here, you're going to have to jump right in. And it's like, he sat on that couch and he says, you know what? We don't want you at Arizona. We need you. Like, you're going to come in and you're going to start. We don't have any seniors. You're going to play. We need you there. That was really that's probably one of the most significant sentences that he said to me during that recruiting visit.
What did your family say when they first got a chance to sit down and Coach O came into your living room and he's playing with his ring and he's talking to you? But I know he was good at letting the parents know, okay, this is what I expect from them, and this is what you can expect from me.
Well, my mom is a teacher, and my dad's more of an entertainer and cable car driver. Mom would sit there and like, well, how's the student center? How's he going to eat? What's the living situation? This and that. And after my mom writes down her 20, 30 questions and stuff like that, she turns to Judy and says, Judy, any more questions? She's like, no, I think I got them all done. And so my dad says, Coach, you like Bennett? He's like, yeah, I think it'd be a great addition to the team. I said, Bennett, you like Coach? And I was like, yeah, I think it's a great situation. I'm thinking only about the Nike uniforms and getting Nike shoes. That's all I'm really thinking about, not the classes. I was an athlete student, not a student athlete. So I sit there, and all of a sudden he's like, all right, we're going to Arizona. You're going to Arizona. It was one of those little things that just smart decisions are made at when they feel good, not something that's long and drawn out and indecisive.
I would have loved to have been there to watch your dad and Coach Olson talk, because, folks, if you might not know this, Bennett's dad is a local celebrity in the Bay Area. He's the championship bell ringer. He's one of the legendary cable car operators in San Francisco, and I will say he's a former caller to my radio show when I worked at KNBR in San Francisco. He called Gary Radish. He called all of us that worked at the station. So he was, we have VIP callers. He was the VIP. He was the OG of VIP callers to that radio station. So he's well known throughout the Bay Area. I would just love to see your dad sit down with Coach Olson, like you said, in his country boy Iowa ways, and your dad was so smooth. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall for that conversation.
Oh, man, just lots of babbling. Coach Olson, he's sitting there kind of responding, and my dad can sit there and jaw a mile a minute. So it was it was one person listening, and Dad was talking the whole time. That's pretty much what it was.
Hey, you're going to help me with something. So, Kelvin, who does the pregame show with us, he would always he gives us some Coach Olson things every once in a while. Coach Olson, you're not ready, is what he would tell Kelvin to get his point across. He never cursed, right? He never cursed, but he would get his point across. How would he get his point across without foul language, cursing, or carrying on?
Well, it would be a foul language to a none. He would say things like, Bennett, you couldn't hit like the broadside of a barn. You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Hey, would you rather have Mike Bibby shooting the ball or you shooting the ball? I was like, I want to shoot the ball too. I mean, I'm out here. He's like, you can shoot the ball when you get an offensive rebound. So I kind of did that. So I got my 12 points that way, working hard. But it was like you couldn't hit a shot on a month of Sunday. Little country sayings like that. He was always that. You never know who's listening, so you might as well always be a gentleman at all times. I think that's really what it was. You got to be reputable. When you are, the highest paid employee of the state in Arizona for 10 years running or something like that, you've got to, you can run for mayor, but, you hold a higher status. So I think it was one of those things. He held himself to a certain status. He held expectations of his players the same way, and everyone that was around him had to be a class act. He told us once, I might have said this last interview about a couple of months ago, but he's like, I would rather recruit good kids with less talent than amazing talent, and they just don't have the mindset to be able to be successful. And I think that's really that's why we have these Lute Olson fantasy camps. I think this is why he reached out to all his players. I think that's why all the players really get along, even though we didn't play on the court at the same time, as we just kind of hold ourselves to a certain standard.
Bennett Davison joining us right now. He's one of the coaches at the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp that Wildcats Radio 1290 is helping sponsor. Just a couple more minutes, if you don't mind. And I could talk to you forever, but I know that you're busy, and we want you to be able to enjoy yourself over at La Paloma. I'm wondering, when you go out in town, do you ever get that feeling that you remember when you're a kid first getting here? Like we're out here on University over at Illegal Pete's, across from General Ben's next to Froggenfurken, and I'm watching all these freshmen roll in with their parents, and they've got boxes and they've got carts, and they're moving in for the very first time. I was just thinking about what it was like for you rolling in for the very first time to the University of Arizona, and now that you come back and visit, you can't walk into a sports bar or a restaurant that's been around for more than 20 years without seeing a picture of you up on the wall from the newspaper.
Exactly. I was just driving up here, and I'm here with Neil, one of the organizers, and the biggest thing that reminded me was we came to a red stop sign, and as soon as the light turns red, a car comes zipping up behind us, running through intersections. That hasn't changed since I was here. So, guys, slow down there and don't run your red lights through those big old intersections. That's just safety code number one from Bennett Davison, a 97 National Championship. Second was Campbell and Speedway, swinging by the campus. The smell of, like, when you get off the plane, the smell of, especially after the rain and the monsoons, you get that fresh rock or desert smell. I see all the saguaro cactuses, little bunny rabbits on the grass, and the little quails and the moms following close behind. So a lot of good memories. I was here last year, the last 4 or 5 years, and I don't know. It's I tell everyone when I'm in Dallas, Texas, like, oh, you're going to Tucson? Oh, yeah. It's like, there's only two places I'm famous in, Slovenia and Tucson. That's it. So I got nothing but love and respect and admiration for Tucson.
Tucson loves you. I will tell you that Tucson loves you, and I just want to thank you and all your teammates and all of Coach Olson's former players that have been supporting this Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp for the last 5 years. We want to see this thing go on forever and ever and ever, and the stories that will be told and shared and the questions that people will ask are going to be once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for these people to remember the glory of the kingdom that Coach Olson built right here in the desert.
Absolutely. That's why we brought in some ringers this year. We got Joel Lamelli. We've got Rip out on there on the floor. Who else we got? We got Jordan Emerson. We've got all kinds of ballers. They're flying and jumping above the rim. So come out and watch these guys go out there and miss every single layup.
I love it. Hey, Bennett, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Bear down.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your time in Tucson. Enjoy the resort out there, and see if you can coach these guys up to red and blue standards.
Absolutely. Always in the back of my mindset.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Bear down. Talk to you soon.
Have a blessed day.
Bennett Davison joining us here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Dragon Ball, very good job.
Oh, no problem. Happy to help out on the show. That's part of my job.
And thanks to Mike Fader for making all of this possible. Again, the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. We're one of the new media sponsors of it. We're going to make sure that Luke's memory in this fantasy basketball camp gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've never been to a fantasy camp, Dragon Ball, because I'm too fat and I'm too out of shape. But my friends that do go talk about how wonderful the experience is, because you could sit and ask stories of Bennett about games, and if you're a really big fan, you can go back and talk about Coach Olson and talk about Coach Roz and talk about Bibby, talk about Bennett messing up Coach's hair, talking about what it's like to play on that national championship team, and all of these die-hard Arizona Wildcat fans, when they get a chance to experience that, once you get hooked, you never go back. And most people that I know that participate in these, they say the actual playing of the games is secondary. the best part of these camps is the camaraderie and being a part of a team, being in the locker room and sitting around with these former players and getting a chance just to get to know some of your heroes. I have a lot of friends that participate as former players and campers in different fantasy camps in Major League Baseball. And then when I heard about the Lute Olson fantasy camp, I said, dude, we got to jump all over this and make sure this thing gets bigger and bigger every year. So our thanks to Bennett for joining us here on Wildcats Radio 1290. All right, coming up on the program. Dragon Ball. We have to do football headlines. I was going to mess around with Bueno y No Bueno, but I think you've got some really good football headlines for us, right?
Yeah, I got some pretty good ones. It's a very quarterback-heavy day in the National Football League.
All right, we'll do that coming up here on the program. But again, reminder to everybody that we're live at Illegal Pete. So we've got so much football planned for you. We're going to have, of course, the very first game of the season for Arizona when they take on San Diego State. We'll broadcast live. We'll have the full 4.5 hours of pregame show leading up to kickoff at 12:30 from the new Snapdragon Stadium at on the I think it's the West Campus of San Diego State. San Diego State's actually building a brand new campus on the former site of Qualcomm Stadium or Jack Murphy Stadium if you're that old, and it's going to be mixed use. The stadium, from the photos I've seen of it, Dragon Ball, is gorgeous, but it's about a quarter of the size. It's a postage stamp compared to what the old Jack Murphy Qualcomm looked like. But the Arizona Wildcats will help christen that coming up on September 3rd. We'll have our full broadcast crew. Glenn Howell, Kelvin Efon will be celebrating their 10th year behind the microphone together, bringing you the games in our pregame show. Then, of course, we'll throw it over to Brian Jeffries and Lamont Lovett to bring you the game coming up that Saturday, and then we'll have the full postgame show wrap-up for you as well. But that's not the only football we're going to have coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're going to get going with the National Football League. We'll have the kickoff of the season on Thursday Night Football. We'll have that Sunday Night Football game, Monday Night Football. We'll have nearly 100 football games. We'll probably get over 100 football games in, depending on Arizona's football schedule, and if we get a couple extra opportunities to bring you some college football from Westwood One. But if you want football coming up this fall, we'll have 100 games, almost 100 games. I almost can guarantee we'll get past the 100 mark to bring you more football than anybody else in town. So again, this year, Thursday Night Football is going to be on Amazon Prime exclusively. But don't worry, if you don't have Amazon Prime, you'll be able to hear it here on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Go ahead and give me a biggest fan read.
I'm sorry, Dragon Ball?
Can you give me a biggest fan read?
So anyway, that's coming up here on 1290. Quick reminder for you. Dragon Ball told me, oh, Rich, you gotta remind everybody that we've got a contest right now. You can win 4 Arizona football season tickets to qualify. Visit WildcatsRadio1290.com and submit a photo that best represents you being a Wildcat fan. And if we pick you, you'll get 4 season tickets to Arizona football this season. All right, let me take a quick time out. We'll come back. We'll give you the Dragon Ball football headlines. I'll give you the big stories of the day. I got a whole bunch more. We're live at Illegal Pete's. I got to show this in the stream. I see a dad walking around with a big box. You see that guy down there, Dragon Ball? He's looking for his daughter like, hey, I got this big box. How do we get to your dorm room? This is better than a police chase.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, WildcatsRadio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Coloco. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Coloco, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Coloco, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0.